Hey everyone, again. I'm going to be doing one more video today. I just did the other video explaining about God's origin and how he can be everywhere at once. You can go back to my channel to check that out if you want. This video is going to explain something that I wondered about for a long time. There's a TV show called The Bravest Warriors. It's a cartoon. And in one of these episodes, there's a character called an Emotion Lord, and he's like all throughout the future and past, and he's kind of like the Infinite Rick from Rick and Morty. There's like many different versions of him. And in this one episode, the Emotion Lord receives his special crystal eyes for the first time from himself, from his future self. And that really got me thinking. I'm like, so if he got his eyes from his future self, then where did the eyes come from to begin with? The origin, you know, like if his future self gave him the eyes, and where did his future self get the eyes? Because if you think about it, then his future self would have gotten the eyes from his future self. But that doesn't make sense. He had to get them somewhere, at some point, from somebody. So, as I began to think about it, it crossed my mind that the answer to this is the same as the answer for the origin of God. So, at one point in time, the character would have had a separate event. The Emotion Lord, maybe he made the eyes himself the first time, and it took him his whole life. Okay, so we have the beginning here. How was I going to illustrate this? So I think I was going to go with the circle again. Okay, so at the start point of the circle, we have the event where he creates the eyes. Say it takes him his whole first life or whatever. And then he goes back in time. Here we go, back in time. And he gives those eyes to his past self. Okay? Now we have another infinite loop, another circle. Okay? So, now that the eyes have been introduced to the infinite loop, that first point where he created the eyes or received them from somewhere else, however he got the eyes, that first point right there where he receives the eyes and then he goes back in time and delivers them to himself is the starting point. After he delivers the eyes to himself, we reach an ending point. And when they connect, you have a new infinite loop. So, once the loop is infinite, we have an infinite structure of this event. Going back and forth in time. Going back in time, delivering your eyes to yourself. Going back in time, delivering your eyes to yourself. And this point vanishes because it only happened once. It was finite. And now that that point is gone, we have a new infinite loop, a new set. So what's happening here is this illustrates the end to the the beginning of the question, where they present it in the show, him receiving his eyes from himself. That's what this is, the infinite loop of receiving the eyes from himself. And so once that loop is created, there's only one starting point, an ending point. But once that one event is over, it's over for good, and we have the creation of a new infinite loop system. Here you go, your answer.